Hi, I'm Perry Atkinson, General Manager here at theDove. Hey, check out our other videos and check out our website at thedove.us. Okay, we're back, and boy, I'm delighted to have back in the studio with us today Doug Gould. He's the Executive Director of Foundations for Recovery. I think one of the most impacting ministries we got going here in Southern Oregon.
Thank you.
And he's got the heart for it, and incredible success rate now going on. Doug, thank you for what you do.
Thank you, Perry. Thank you for what you do.
And for those that don't know, what is Foundations for Recovery?
Foundations for Recovery offers personalized peer mentoring, one-on-one recovery coaching. It's taking that person in the grip of their addiction and matching them up with a recovery coach, a peer, if you will, who've had experience in that type of addiction.
And you walk them out.
We do. We guide them along their pathway to recovery, and whatever they need to do, we have that mentor right there assisting them.
Now, that model is being recognized by other agencies that this one works.
Absolutely. We have been invited to the Peer Mentoring Collaboration Committee of Jackson County, and we have assisted Jackson County Mental Health with some of our own training material that we're using. Absolutely.
That's wonderful. All right, got a couple things going on.
Sure.
Illumination breakfast fundraiser. Tell us about it.
Yeah, these monthly events that we do are basically to educate the community and provide information to the community about what we do at the Foundation for Recovery. And it's also an opportunity to have the folks who attend hear live testimonies of some of our clients regarding their pathway of recovery, and also to encourage those who attend to become monthly donors. And this coming Tuesday, June 17th, the event has been sponsored by one of our great donors, Malolo's Coffee Roasters. Sal and Tammy over there have graciously donated the funds to put this breakfast on. It's going to be held at Punky's Diner on June 17th at 7:45. And I know it's early.
That's all right.
But it's a great event.
We got to remember, man, it came in the morning, not the crack of noon.
Exactly. And it's just a quick event till about 9 o'clock, and then they can go to work and come hear some wonderful things that the foundation is doing.
Doug, you and I were talking off air. It seems that addictions is epidemic.
It really is. Absolutely.
And we're talking all kinds here.
We are. We're talking all kinds. And what's and I have such a passion for recovery. Being a recovered alcoholic myself, a pastor, pastoring, hiding an addiction, not knowing where to turn because I was in leadership. And it wasn't until I found myself in the emergency room with a blood pressure of 280 over 220, going on an alcoholic binge, that I found myself gripping on to the end of my life, and I said, Lord, don't take this light away from me. And God found in His infinite wisdom, Perry, to reach down in that hospital room and say, you Doug, I'm going to give you one more chance. You know, and God did. And so from that moment on, I've had a heart and passion for those who have been struggling with addiction, and it affects all types of walks of life.
Well, again, the statement I've been saying for 30 years on the air: whatever God saves you from, brings you through, turns you around, makes you a minister too.
Absolutely.
And out of that comes the passion, and out of that comes the help. All right, now you received a very significant grant here. Yeah,
we put together a proposal, and I brought it here. We put together a proposal. Crater High School business class put together a opportunity for a nonprofit to receive an educational grant. And so what we did is we put together a proposal to bring a recovery fair to the community of Central Point.
Wow.
And the Community 101 project, which consists of the Myers Trust Fund, the PGE Foundation, AAA of Oregon and Idaho, saw what we were trying to do and said, you know what, we want to support the Foundation for Recovery. We want to put a positive face on recovery. And here's the thing, Perry, that's I'm excited to announce. From this event that we're looking at, and the date hasn't been set yet, but we're looking at September, which is Recovery Month, National Recovery Month. We're looking at putting together a fair of vendors, of food vendors, of music, and just having a positive face on recovery. But from this event, we are going to now branch into a different division of the Foundation for Recovery, and I'm excited to tell you this. We're going to get into youth.
Wow.
We're going to take ages from 13 to 17 and give them a peer mentor so we can walk them. We are finding out that young people are starting to use quite a bit now.
All right, this is significant, folks, 13 to 17. How many of you parents are worried about your children? And how many of you parents are literally in the middle of this right now where you find out the hard way your child is addicted to something? Which kind of leads me into the next thing, these e-cigarettes. I'm hearing rumors that they're smoking these in class?
Absolutely. What's happening, and to tell you about the youth, I just received a call yesterday from a mom, not knowing what to do. Her 12-year-old son at the time started with marijuana, and then it went into it escalated into prescription drugs, and now it's into meth. He's 14, doesn't know where to turn, and that's why the foundation realizes we've got something unique here. We are seeing a tremendous sobriety rate that's happening. You know, we're pushing 55 to 60% people getting clean and sober here, Perry.
That's wonderful.
And so,
huge numbers.
What we want to try to do for the communities to be on the cutting edge, and these e-cigarettes. You know, the idea behind these things was to wean the person who wanted to quit smoking. But
I understand that part of it's been fairly successful.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
But what's happening is
the kids got them.
Yeah, and I was about ready to go buy one, but I didn't want to support the thing. These are kind of what they look like, and basically what they're doing, there's videos on the internet to show these kids how they can take these apparatuses here, these vaporizers, and turn them into to cook meth, to go ahead and smoke heroin, prescription drugs, and hash oils. And that's the epidemic that we're finding. And these kids, they're vaporless and they're odorless, and you can't pick up the odor. And so therefore, these kids are smoking them in middle school and high school. 1.78 million kids in the last year have tried e-cigarettes in the last year.
So something good, the bad side of it.
Absolutely.
But it is a problem, and it's happening in school. Wow. Again, so you'll be taking on young people this fall.
This fall, we're going to start branching out to offering almost kind of like a big brother, big sister type approach.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
Why should somebody call you and not some other agency?
That is a great question. Because when that participant walks through that door, Perry, first of all, taking the first step, if there's someone listening today, and they know, 70% of homes in our nation have been affected by drugs or alcohol.
Right.
Directly affected by alcohol. 70% of the homes. We know at least someone who's struggling in addiction. But the first thing to do is make that call to either come through the door or pick up the phone. And a lot of shame comes with addiction. A lot of embarrassment comes with addiction. I know personally myself, I didn't want anybody to know. I closed the drapes and drank. Yeah. Trying to hide the pain and trauma that I experienced years ago. But when they walk through the doors of the foundation, they walk to people that want to give them hope. People who have been there, who have had been success through their own recovery program, and now providing a way out.
Well, this program, as Doug was mentioning, you're in the 50% plus success rate. Now, you say 50%, half, make it. Look, those are big numbers compared to other agencies with like 3 and 4%.
Absolutely. That's the national average, 3 to 5%.
Yeah. So anyway, this is huge, and it takes one to know one, I guess.
Absolutely.
And you walk it out. Any timelines in this, or whatever it takes?
Whatever it takes. We try to encourage the participant to stay with us for a good 3 months, 12 weeks, 12 one-on-one recovery sessions. But most of our clients that come through the door are still with us, and we love that. And here's another thing: is that even though that some of our participants do relapse, we educate them through the relapse. We don't turn them away. Yeah. A lot of programs say, well, that was one and done type of thing. Yeah. No, we're there to help.
I would encourage churches throughout Southern Oregon support what this gentleman does. Now, most churches are not equipped to do this, and you said something to me, Doug, is a key.
Yeah.
You know that there's going to be a relapse. You understand a relapse, and you're willing to come back at it.
Absolutely.
And you do what a lot of churches just flat aren't trained to do. That's not a put down on the church. It's real.
It is.
And so the best way you do that, let's support these parachurch ministries that do what we just don't have the time or the training to do, and get out and do that. So how should they get a hold of you, and what do they want to do if they want to learn more about you and support you?
Yeah, the best thing to do is give us our office a call. It's 541-245-HOPE. which spells out with numbers is 4673, but it spells out hope.
245 hope. Okay.
Absolutely. Give us a call. Come on in. Let's do an assessment. Let's talk about how we can help that family member or that church member or that church staff member or what have you. But you can also go to our website at lovefoundations.com and check us out there, or just come down to the office and have a cup of coffee and talk with us.
Right.
We'd love to have that.
And that's where?
We are located downtown Medford at the Woolworth Building.
Upstairs?
Upstairs, room 419. Absolutely.
All right, and mark down your calendar, Tuesday, June 17th, 7:45.
Yep.
They're at Punky's Diner, and for a promotional breakfast there, Illumination, and you'll learn more about it. And thank you, Sal and Tammy, for sponsoring that.
Absolutely.
And then when we get closer to September, we get closer to the fair, let's get you back in so we can make sure people are aware of that.
Love to have that. Absolutely.
Thank you for what you do.
Thanks, Barry.
I'm hearing, I send people to support his ministry. I'm telling you, folks, we got something going on here in Southern Oregon. It's not, you won't find this in any town.
Come see us.
It's
Come
different,
support us.
and it works.
Absolutely.
It works. Thank you, buddy.
Thanks, buddy.
Okay.
Appreciate it.
We'll be right back.